And we are live, 5 a.m. Not a minute short on this Monday. I'm extremely pumped and excited to make sure that we're back at it here again. It's Monday morning. We are on officially day 8 of the challenge because I haven't been doing the challenges on the weekends. So when my girlfriend's off and sleeping in a little bit more has made sense for our lives. But during the weekdays, when usually schedule the time for to be working, to be as focused as possible on the things I know I need and want and should be doing towards it. So if you're laying in bed and you're just tuning in with us and you're checking it out and you're like, Tanner, I want to get up earlier. I want to start working on these projects that are going to help hopefully turn into a business, or I want to start researching a new career completely. Tanner, I'm a real estate agent, and we'll talk more about this here shortly. But I'm a real estate agent, and I'm looking to get more listings. I'm looking to meet more people. I need better mentors and coaches and team members around me to help grow my sales volume. Well, I'm here to tell you you're in the right place. Tanner DeWitt, life coach. We're all about performance here and improving that performance, specifically in the energy, focus, and habits parts of your life, where we kind of break this down, do exercises, be brutally honest about what is filling our time, and then just make small changes and slight changes, baby, along the way to improve it. And then I'm just here to support you to make sure you actually get it done. That's the person you pay money to, fortunately, unfortunately. But this system, this is what I follow. If I didn't have a coach, I would not be up right now. Kind of with the accountability thing and setting it up. So find something to hold yourself accountable, whether it's an organization, it's coaching, it's 5 a.m. TV shows with the psycho who's trying to yell on camera. And for anyone who's watching today, feel free to kind of leave in the comments that you're up and rolling, that you're getting after it this morning. It's Monday morning, and the coffee's not hitting as hard. It's T-Dog. I've had 2 cups of coffee this morning and nothing. Silence, crickets, exhausted. Sometimes we're going to have days like this, and making that logical decision, asking, okay, is there a reason for me being so tired? Was it possibly the time I went to bed last night? Was it something, did I eat right before bed? You should probably give yourself, just a heads up, you should totally give yourself an hour, probably at least 2, before you go to bed after eating a big meal. Probably. Like if you miss my 5 a.m. TV show, you just can't do dinner earlier, which the word can't, it's a little strong, but say if you have a hard time eating dinner earlier in the day and you want to go to bed earlier, then that's usually a good alternative, is you just eat your dinner a couple hours earlier so you have a digestive gap. And since we're on the topic of digestion, we might as well dive into it a little bit today. When you eat food, try not to lay down after you eat. I know it's extremely relaxing and it feels really, really good, but me and my girlfriend joke about it now. Stay vertical. But you do really want to keep yourself upright after you eat. Gravity has a huge effect on your internal structure, specifically your organs. Once your organs go to shit, dude, you're done. You're toast. It's essentially, that's where a lot of, okay, I'm diving a little bit into it, need to get a doctor on here or something like that. But if you can't get good disbursement of nutrients, which essentially your organs, that's their main job, and then it's getting out to other things, other systems fail, and that's when other things start popping up, such as pains, aches, diseases, yada, yada. Anyway, We can all agree on that you need to keep your organs healthy, and that sitting up vertically does a good job to help aid in digestion. So maybe eating a couple hours before bed, maybe that could help with you not being as tired, because when you're laying on your back overnight, it takes additional extra effort, fluid systems and stuff to help break down that food. And it's just taking that much more away from your rest. It's got to come from somewhere. Okay, you've asked yourself, wow, Tanner, I'm really tired and I have no idea why. And you've kind of gone through the sleeping and this and that, and maybe you stayed up a little too late. Getting into our next topic, March Madness. I don't know if anyone's college basketball fan listening. I know I usually don't watch a game at all until this time of year, and then I like to tune in, fill out a bracket, pretty much guess on what's going to go on, and kind of fuster up and pick like who's who, whether like Coach K for Duke, absolute legend, and this is his last year, so checking into his games and stuff like that. I bring this up because they had a game that started at like 8:40 p.m. last night. I go to bed at like 8:30, and it was almost 8:40. Just sitting up, had dinner a little later, so we were just kind of, girlfriend and I, sitting up, hanging out a little bit, watching the previous game. That after we had come back from dinner, we were kind of getting unsettled, and I had thrown a different game on. I think it was like Notre Dame and Texas Tech or something. Regardless, started watching it, and the other game's coming on at 8:40. It's time for me to go to bed. So make sure you ask yourself, if I am tired during the day, am I tired because I'm staying up late watching sporting events? That, do I need to watch this? Is this important? Is this pushing me closer to my goals or farther away? And I get it. Everyone needs a time to relax. And Tanner, March Madness is only in March, Tanner. It's fine. Well, I would argue that anyone who says, oh, Tanner, it's March, I gotta be watching the basketball games. You know, I can't be working on my stuff. I would say I would want to ask. All I'm saying is I'd want to ask that question again in February when the Super Bowl was on, or maybe in the summer when the Olympics comes on, or maybe when the NBA finals come on in the summer or fall, whenever the hell they are. And then football starts back up in the spring or in the fall. What I'm saying is people who make these types of excuses to watch TV or sports or something like that instead of working on their business, reading books, and that's what we'll get into next. Life is like, there's always going to be some type of ad TV thing on that, and I get it. You can take a break. Like, I had taken a break, and I watched like the last 10 minutes of the Illinois game yesterday, and they lost. But it was the last 10 minutes. It wasn't the whole 3-hour game when really 2 hours of it are commercials. So I'm not saying you can't have it on the background and you're working on something or this and that, or maybe you try not to do that so you can help better focus. But just make sure you gauge and you have awareness and clarity on the sacrifices that you're making if you're staying up late and watching sports versus getting up early and starting a show or reading books or making that business plan for the business idea that you know that you want, you can be doing. Either way, March Madness, goals, just something to consider about. Your performance coach over here, whispering in the corner, get the book, get the book. Get the book. You won't regret it. I've regretted many a time staying up too late watching sporting events with teams, players, people that don't give a shit about my dreams, what I'm trying to do with my 2 companies, trying to help get my mom retired already. Like, we've been taking too long for this shit. and like these major drivers for life that benefit you for you. Just be careful, because those AT&T commercials, the car commercials, and all this waste of attention and energy can pile up into literal years of your life. And as long as the awareness is there and you're using it as a break and not a crutch, then you should be good. So we had talked about asking why the hell are we tired? March Madness or books. So I got a new book, and we are learning about focus. And that's what we'll tune into more than anything tomorrow, is kind of just a few of the tips and tricks I've gotten off of this focus book. So this guy is Johann Hari Johann. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Anyway, you would probably recognize him. Here's a better photo of him. I'm just going to put the link in the description. That was terrible. Anyway, it's called Stolen Focus. And that's a big part of what I do in my own coaching. This dude seems like he's an expert on it. So we're not scared to go out, grab more material, and kind of learn about focus and kind of get some tips and tricks on it, and how a lot of it has to do with the cell phone nowadays. So being careful about placement, because society, how it almost even, I hate turning my words into that, society turning against us. It's like, no, well, I don't know, whatever, wherever your head's at, either way, it's just how pieces of technology are. It's becoming harder and harder to focus. There's, in this book, kind of coming out hot with just case studies, like smartphone applications, internet applications. You're kind of getting an idea of other innovations. Things have just gotten a lot faster, and they need to be done quicker. And the main trade-off for focus on a technology basis, we're kind of getting over-flooded in information. So we're kind of skimming, just kind of trimming things. We're not getting a whole lot of depth. And without depth, that really hurts our ability to focus. And on tomorrow's show, we're going to go ahead and dive deeply into the topic of focus. And we're going to go ahead and break down a couple of these first pieces off of this book. And then additionally, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'll throw an exercise up there for you guys to kind of try and narrow down this focus. And you might be thinking, T-Dog, I got focus, man. It's fine. I just need to make money. Well, if you have your smartphone around, chances are your attention only lasts about 3 minutes per go looking at something. And that's being pretty considerate. Man, we went out to eat last night, and nephew's got like the cell phone out on the dinner table, headphones in and stuff like that. And it just blows my mind how badly our attention's getting just gripped and ripped from us. And I think depth and being able to be in the moment, to be able to see and feel what's going on around you, being able to pay attention. Dear God, if you can do anything for someone today, is just give them your full attention. Give them some eye contact, listen, nod, have your cell phone away. Don't be that person. If you got anything from this video, go give someone your full attention today and stare them right in the eyes. Don't T-Dog set, lock it. Maybe not like that, but give them some undivided attention from something else, and just kind of see how you feel. Maybe when things are a little less distracted, it's a little more easy to enjoy it. And when we're brushing on things, it can cause things like anxiety and a whole list of things that we'll kind of dive deeply into tomorrow. But for now, that kind of wraps up of what we want to do for the show today. I suppose my call to action, my last one, would be if you know anyone who is looking to improve their productivity, specifically they need tips and tricks and accountability towards energy, focus, and habits. Sorry, it's backwards for me. So anyway, energy, focus, habits. If you know someone who needs help with this, one-on-one accountability, needs to dive deeper, I'm looking to expand and to get more coaching clients in the mornings. I work with individuals one-on-one on a weekly basis over a 3-month period and completely transforming that 90-day window, allowing us to really dive deep on what we're really giving our time to. What do we want to give our time to in the future? And then hosting a match and pricking and prodding and having a lot of fun, playing games, doing exercises, doing everything from breathing exercises to looking at our schedules to making sure we're on top of it. I'm striving to be the absolute best performance coach in the game. And we're gonna keep doing this 5 a.m. show, and we're gonna keep getting up, and we're gonna keep crushing it until this goal happens. And we're going to continue to gain more clarity, the specifics on this goal. My dream is to impact 100 million people. Ask yourself, if you're still laying in bed, what is it you're trying to do? Is there anything any project that'd be better worth your time than staying up late and watching March Madness and getting the hell up and getting after it? Is there anything that has grabbed your heart, that has grabbed your attention, your focus, your mind, your excitement, something that you know will improve your life? Do you want to go to the gym? Oh, Tanner, it's summertime. Can't go to the gym no more. Good. Less crowded. You can do more supersets with differing weights, whatever. I still know personal trainers who are out there working and getting it done. Whatever it may be, please just pick a passion project, find some accountability, and keep chipping away at it. I promise, this will give you more peace than anything. Whether it's, I'm sure many of us suffering anxiety, it can be a dark place sometimes. And productivity, action, achievement towards things we actually give a shit about, amazing to what it can do for your mindset, for the overall health of not only yourself, but the people you surround yourself with. So I digress. Again, Tanner DeWitt, performance coach. Please, if you ever want to reach out, or if you get a lot of value out of this channel, please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel or like and comment on our Facebook page, where we're trying to create a community where people get up, get after it, and take advantage of their mornings. Thanks so much, everyone. Cheers, and I'll be seeing you again at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, because we ain't stopping. Some will, some won't. Some will, some won't. That's the question for you. So if you're not out of bed yet, make sure you're up and at 'em. We're out here rocking it. We're doing it, living and breathing it. Thanks so much. See you guys tomorrow.